Right, what's going on, lads? So I'm a couple of days late with this one, but first things first. Leicester City have actually signed a bloody player. It feels like the last time that happened was about 6 years ago. So fair play, because I thought they were well and truly skinned and could only afford to bring in a couple of loanees. The fee for Victor Kristiansen is 17 million quid, which makes him the most expensive player in Danish Superliga history, and he arrives on a 5.5-year deal. Honestly speaking, this is the type of move I'd expect Ajax or Red Bull Leipzig to be making, so it's great to see a Premier League side dip into the Scandinavian market, as it's quickly becoming a hotbed for young talent. With James Justin ruled out for the rest of the season, and Ricardo Pereira as well as Ryan Bertrand on the sidelines, this is a sensible move to be making for both the short and long term. I swear, man, the injuries are simply relentless when it comes to this lot, and is a big reason they've been struggling for the best part of 18 months, and one can only hope that nightmare will be behind them soon enough. While Luke Thomas does look a decent talent, he needs to be rotated sharpish, or he'll end up joining the rest of the lads in the physio room. So I expect Kristiansen to be thrown straight into the 11 for Walsall in the Cup. While it will undoubtedly take a few weeks at the very minimum to adapt to the rigors of English football, I can't see this fella being too fazed by the prospect of being in and around the senior squad, given he's been playing for the biggest club in his home country ever since he was 17. Moving on to style of play, Kristiansen is a modern-day left-back by trade who offers plenty of promise going forward, as showcased by his 2 goals and 12 assists in just 108 career appearances. He's predominantly left-footed, which will be a nice change on that flank, and has been utilized in a 4-2-3-1 formation for the majority of his career thus far. Based purely on the eye test, I believe he also has the physical and technical profile to operate as a wingback should that be asked of him, and thus offers Brendan Rodgers plenty of options from a tactical perspective, as long as he stays in charge, that is. He's aggressive both in and out of possession, and wins the majority of the duels he competes in. A hugely impressive 70% in fact, which is fucking barmy when you look at his build. A wolf in sheep's clothing, this kid. He's a progressive coach's dream for the mere fact that he loves to be on the ball and often finds himself in possession in midfield. Once he receives a pass, he's capable of making lung-busting forward runs to carry the ball further up the pitch, as well as executing defense-splitting eye-of-the-needle passes through the middle. Are you watching Pep Guardiola? Clearly, Kristiansen has all the attributes to make it to the very top, but is still a bit too raw to be considered amongst the best in Europe. Unlike 90% of his teammates, he's also had an incredible 2022, which saw him win the league last season, play Champions League football, and be a whisker away from being selected for Denmark's World Cup squad. Getting close in itself was hugely impressive for a 20-year-old with just 2.5 years of senior football to his name, given how well they've performed on the international stage in recent times, and it won't be long before he's right in the mix. Overall, this is hardly a transformative signing, but one that's gone under the radar and may surprise a few moving forward. As always, I'd love to hear your thoughts down below in the comments, and I'm happy to answer any questions you may have. Cheers and enjoy the rest of your week. Peace.